So today, I'm going to be doing the pinball challenge that is in Smashing 4 right now. Let's see how many wins we can get in this challenge. My name is Mike, and please enjoy today's video. Alright, and honestly, to make it even more fun with this challenge, I'm going to be switching every deck as long as I don't forget. So let's see if we can win here in this pinball challenge. Let's try to enchant the Shadow Cleric and the Yeti especially. We do get the Yeti, that's good. Hitting the Shadow Cleric with the Naga was actually very good. Alright, so if we can just enchant the other two heroes, I'll be good. Pretty happy to say that we could win here pretty easily, but you never know. That Yeti got some value. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's, we could nerf the Wraith and hopefully buff up the Naga and hit the Hunters up there. Let's go. Good damage up there, dude. We did not buff up the Frost Fox, but we did so much damage to the Hunters, it doesn't even matter here. Alright, so the Huntress with her attack buff, going for the Blacksmith and the Naga. Of course he hits my freaking Frost Fox there. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to just go heal up the Frost Fox a bit. Yeah, we can do that. There you go. 3 hits for over 123 health back. That's amazing. Shadow Cleric. Unfortunately, the Frost Fox does not have the defensive buff, so he'll take more damage if he hits the walls, but he's actually decided to go after the Blacksmith, which is very weird. We are going to do this, plus buff out the Frost Fox, missing taking out the Hunters, that's unfortunate. But basically, everyone is enchanted, which means we should be able to win here, but you never know. Let's see. Wraith, obviously, everyone has the damage nerf, so we'll be able to tank more damage than normal. Only 32 damage to the Naga. That was definitely not the greatest play you could have done there. Let's do this. Take out the Huntress. And Shadow Cleric is also dead. That's perfect. Alright. So, Wraith and Yeti. Yeti can actually be pretty dangerous, especially with the pinballs. Whenever he activates his own ability, he can actually do more damage. So, he actually did onto the Frost Fox, believe it or not. That was very quick. So, I'm not sure if we can push the Yeti towards the Naga, but I really want to here. And we sadly don't. We do get a double hit on the Yeti, but sadly we don't take him out. That's fine. It's not like he can push the Yeti out of the way, so we can take out his Yeti right now with the Naga, unless he actually takes out the Naga here. And he actually doesn't because he's doing not that much damage. That's good. I'm not sure we can double hit the Wraith here, but we are going to do this. Just hit the Wraith especially. We sadly don't get a double hit on the Wraith, but that's fine. It is a 3v1 situation here, so we should be able to win here pretty easily. But let's see. He is going after the Naga, obviously. But with the Frost Fox being healthy, plus he can heal up no matter who he hits, we should be able to win here. But it is definitely going to take a couple more turns to win. Can we get a double hit here? I don't know if we can, but can we get a double hit? We actually do. Oh wow, we actually didn't need more than one turn there. We actually won right there. So we did win the first match right there, and we are going to switch up the deck a little bit and see if we can actually just have fun with this and go far. Let's continue on. All right, and I just randomly selected the next slot, and this is what I have. I got the Warlord, Jawsome, Robot, and the Enchantress. So pretty good right there. We are going to buff up the Warlord and push the Enchantress towards the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow, wow, the Scarecrow took how much damage? 314 damage, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go. But that's a lot of damage using the Scarecrow. Holy guacamole. So my Jawsome is going to deal damage to his Scarecrow. So let's see if we can buff up the Robot here and then hit the Clawsy. There you go. Ooh, 294 damage right there, and we just took out the Scarecrow because the Jawsome actually got a double hit. Let's go, dude. All right, so Farmer does go next. We got the Robot, doing a lot of damage. We just need to buff up the Jawsome if possible. He's going for the Clawsy play. Nice damage using those elves, but that's fine. Let's see here. Who's going to get the buff? Warlord. We cannot do much here, unfortunately. Let's see if we can push the Enchantress towards the Thunderpaws. Yes, we do. And we actually did damage right there to the Farmer and the Clawsy because of the Bomb Blast. Pretty good play. Everyone does have the attack buff right now, but it is actually still anyone's game because we have taken a lot of damage. And we just lost the Warlord and the Enchantress right there. That is very unfortunate. I'm not sure if we can do much here. We can just leave the the Thunder Paws alone. Let's go for the double hit on the Farmer. We actually do make contact right there. Good damage right there. If only the Jocelyn would have hit the Thunder Paws again, that would have been an amazing play right there. Very close match. It is still anyone's game here. He is going for my robot, so I will place a bomb here. Ooh, okay. Oh, not good. But can we? I would like to make the Jocelyn go towards the Farmer here. Oh no, and we just lost. I was trying my best to hit the Farmer because the bombs was going to at least deal damage to the Thunder Paws enough. But that cost me the game, ladies and gentlemen. So we just lost. That mistake fatally cost me the match right there. But that's okay. I usually don't play in these types of challenges, especially the pinball. So I thought we had a good bounce, but obviously we completely missed. But it's okay. Let's continue on. Alright, so for this one, I decided to take the Zombie Striker combo with the Naga that pairs up with the Zombie pretty well, and the Mice Bandit that actually pairs up with the Striker very well. Let's see if we can win here. He starts up with the Goblin, which is actually a very good hero to use in the Pinball Challenge because the Bouncers actually does count as a wall, so they actually take, or he actually enhances his damage right there. We are going to, we could actually miss here if I try to go for the Poison. Now let's just go for damage here. There really isn't much I can do here. Let's just go for the damage. We actually poisoned the Goblin right there, and we actually hit multiple heroes, so not bad. And of course, the Drakeling's Fireball will actually get activated by the Bouncers as well. It does count as a wall, so that's something to know. That's a lot of damage. Let's poison his... Yeah, let's poison his Vampire. I'm not sure if we can hit the Drakeling. Let's actually hit it like this. So that way, hopefully the Mice Bandit actually hits the Shadow Cleric. We do. We do. Good play right there. And we just took out his Goblin right there. So much damage to the Shadow Cleric, but he is alive here. At least we have poisoned the Vampire, but Vampire does heal up, so that's pretty unfortunate. We just lost the Mice Bandit. And of course, he fully heals up the Vampire, basically. I'm not sure if he can poison the Shadow Cleric, but I really want to poison the Drakeling since he does have a bunch of health. And of course, with the Shadow Cleric, we can basically 1 or 2 shot him, depending on what we do. So my Naga just died. That's unfortunate, dude. Alright, so let's go for... I mean, there's really no other play that I can do here. Just hit the Drakeling. We actually even have a good angle here. We have to do this. There we go. And we also hit the Vampire, so not too bad right there. They both take a bunch of damage. He has to take out my Striker. That is the only way he can win here. But double hit won't be enough. Thankfully, he misses the... No way he fails to hit the zombie. I actually wanted him to hit the zombie, so that way we can use the Striker to take out the Vampire. But, of course, he did what he did. Let's do this here. Hit the Vampire as well. No way we failed to get the double hit. We needed a double hit. He is still focusing on my Striker. Nope, now he's going for the zombie to heal up. He gets a double heal. Of course he does. Alright, so we have 94 health. The Shadow Cleric pushing the Striker towards the wall. I think he is going to win like that. Let's just do this into the Vampire as well. And I just realized as well the Bouncers also counts as walls for the Shadow Cleric, so it'll be pretty easy for him to win here regardless. So this will be another loss, dude. We're not doing that well. Yeah, we're not doing that well. It's a very close match, but we're not doing that well, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we can actually win because we only have 1 life left to go, even though I think we can watch an ad for an extra life if we do get 3 losses. But let's see if we can do better here. Let's continue on. Alright guys, so for this one, it's all about passive damage. Every single turn, if my heroes are close enough, especially the Giant, we can actually deal passive damage per turn. And of course, we got the Sentinel to just play around with his ability whenever possible. He is going for the Giant, the Sentinel here. Nothing too crazy right there. And there really isn't much I can do here other than to just hit the skeleton towards the Farmer here. We just actually took out the skeleton, which... I mean, that's fine, because if we can just take out the skeleton's bones quickly, then we'll be okay. That's a lot of damage. Holy guacamole, dude. But we are going to do this, but this will probably activate or take out the Phoenix. It will take out the Phoenix here, so let's just hit the... the Gargoyle right there. All right, so he's definitely going to revive the Phoenix here. And I mean, it's pretty annoying what we're facing right now, the Skeleton Phoenix with the Gargoyle and the Robot. And he just revived the Phoenix right there. That's unfortunate. Let's just hit the Skeleton's bones, actually take him out right there. Almost taking him out. Okay, we actually just took him out right there, so we don't need to worry about him reviving. That's good. All right, so unfortunately, we are going to lose the Giant, but the Giant did play pretty well up there. And he is going to push the Phoenix towards the Sentinel. That's actually quite a bit of damage, not gonna lie. All right, so with the Golem, we're gonna have to just play around with the Sentinel and hope for the best. Honestly, just go for the laser beams. Not the greatest play, but at least we did some damage right there. Plus, we just took out the Phoenix again, which he can revive at any moment, which he will right now, obviously. No, he's going for the Sentinel, which is pretty weird. That's actually pretty weird, not gonna lie. Can we double hit the Gargoyle? No, we don't. Oh, we did. We actually got very lucky because it bounced back. That's actually very lucky right there. Now he's going to... He does not revive the Phoenix just yet, and thankfully the Gargoyle does not heal up. I would like to take out the Gargoyle, but we should be able to right there, right? Yeah, we will. Oh, yeah, we will. That's good. All right. And now he should. He really needs to revive the Phoenix, or else we're just going to win here. He's going to have to while hitting my farmer, I'm assuming. Let's just going for the egg directly, and he just took out the farmer. Very well played. All right, so let's just multi-hit the Phoenix here. I was hoping for more damage, unfortunately, but that's fine. And we missed the damage right there. So he is probably going to take out the Sentinel, or he's going to leave him alive for an extra turn. He does leave him alive for an extra turn because the Sentinel cannot do much here, unfortunately. I'm not sure if he can double hit, but we'll try. No, we don't. All right, so this is not looking too great. Do not multi-hit the Golem, please. He thankfully fails to hit the multi-hit the Golem here, but playing around with the Sentinel's ability, I don't think it's gonna work out very well. Let's hit the Robot here, and then we'll hit the Phoenix. We failed to hit the Phoenix. Okay, so all he needs to do now is just hit the Sentinel once, and the bombs will take out the Golem. So unfortunate loss right there, man. Again, another close match, but the Phoenix's egg played very well on his behalf right there. Even though we took out the Skeleton to avoid the Skeleton Phoenix combo, we just lost 3 in a row. But I think we do get a chance to watch an ad to get an extra life, and yes, we do. So let's do that. Let's continue on. All right, so we did get the extra life here, and we're gonna be using the Treant Wraith combo with the Scarecrow and the Blaze. I feel like this is a pretty good, pretty decent combo here. He does have the Assassin to worry about. Let's just hit the Blaze here. Nice little double hit on the Blaze, but sadly we weren't able to do much else right there. His Barbarian goes next, which is good because his Assassin is like out of the way. So he's going for the Wraith and the Blaze here. And thankfully nothing much else has happened with that. We could try to hit the Blaze to burn the Assassin and the Gargoyle up there. Let's do that. Good damage right there. That was very good. His Blaze does go next, and actually he should not be able to use the Assassin's ability, or if he does, it won't be that easy. He decides not to do that. It only hits the Treant, thankfully. Let's actually just burn these two here. Just keep burning. Get that damage off. And we also hit his Blaze. Blaze pushing it towards the Scarecrow for that good damage right there, dude. Alright, so he's definitely going to go after my Scarecrow because the Blaze is there. That's a lot of damage. And of course, he gets the buff for the Barbarian. We could just do this. We should be able to take out the Assassin there, right? Yep, we do. Plus, we actually took out the Blaze as well. So nice little double kill right there. Now, we gotta remember that his Barbarian got buffed once. So now he's doing 83 damage. And he can actually push the Treant towards the Barbarian. Potentially even hitting my... Oh, he decides to surrender. Okay, so good match right there. A pretty quick match as well. So thankfully, we were actually able to win there and not just lose 4 in a row because that would have been pretty embarrassing. But let's go, guys. Let's see if we can win a couple more here. Let's continue on. All right, so for this one, I decided to use the Slime Armadillo combo. And we got the Champion and the Werewolf for like a little bit of randomness. I'm not sure if this is a good combo to have with the Werewolf and the Champion, but that is what I had to get. And he actually got 116 damage to the Slime right there, which is pretty annoying. But we are going to hit his Jetty and his Griffin. And we also hit the Sentinel, not too bad. But he might just push the Armadillo towards the Sentinel, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Poor Armadillo. does take a beating right there. That's pretty unfortunate. Let's push the Dancing Dragon towards the Armadillo right there. Good damage right there. All right, so Dancing Dragon does go next. My Armadillo is sadly getting very weak. He is going for the Armadillo, and we sadly just lost the Armadillo without me even using the Armadillo's ability. So that's bad, very bad. Let's just do this. Hit the champion towards the Yeti. Nice little double hit. His Dancing Dragon is still alive, bruh. Dancing Dragon is still alive. I think this is going to be a loss. Just goes to show you that using random decks is not the greatest, but it is a lot of fun. I can tell you that at least. Let's double hit his Sentinel here. There really isn't much I can do here with the champion, but we'll try to do that. Oh, okay. So we also okay. So we actually did a lot of damage to the Sentinel, which is good. And even though it's 3v3 here, it is actually still anyone's game because we still have the Werewolf at pretty healthy status. He just took out the slime. Bro, are you kidding me? He took out the slime. We have to take out this Griffin here. We have to take out this Griffin. Not sure if we can also hit the Yeti, but I really want to. Yes, we did. Let's go, dude. All right. So there we go. Nice a 2v2 here. I would say that it's best to take out this his Yeti first, because then the Sentinel won't be able to do much. So we should be able to get a double hit here, and then we should be able to handle the Sentinel alone. So right there. Yep, there it is. And we actually made contact with the Sentinel, which is very lucky. If we were actually able to push it towards the Werewolf, we would have won right there. But he does have one more turn here, and I think with the Werewolf just needs one hit, and then we'll win here. So we should be able to get the victory here. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. I actually didn't expect to win that one, especially since he took out the Armadillo very quickly. Didn't even use his ability at all. But we managed to get the victory right there regardless. Good game to this person right here. So now we have 3 wins for 500 gold. Not terrible here. But let's see if we can actually go even farther. Let's continue on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so for this one, it's all about speed. So we got the Banshee with the Yeti combo, and of course, if we can buff up the Goblin and the Drakeling as well with the speed, it would be very amazing. But unfortunately, we start off with the Banshee, which is a horrible start here. Let's see if we can make the Banshee go back, so that way we can enchant my heroes. And we are going to get the Goblin at least, so that's something. Alright, so at least we got the Goblin, and the Goblin does go next, so we can actually get some good buffs here. He is going to do that. Thankfully, the Jawsome stays away. That's good. What can we do here? Can we hit the Jawsome up there if we hit the Enchantress like this? No, we actually... Oh, that's a lot of damage to the Werewolf, and we just took out the Enchantress. Not too bad. But unfortunately, we did activate the Werewolf's ability there, but it's okay. He is going to get the buff and hit the Banshee here. That's death to the Banshee. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Incredibly unfortunate right there. But let's see if we can do some stuff here. Let's push the Goblin towards the Werewolf here. I really hope we make contact, and we should be able to shoot a Fireball at the Monkey King. So let's do this. We failed to shoot a Fireball at the Monkey King. We shot a bunch of Fireballs, but it missed everyone. That's fine. At least we took out the Werewolf, and we have 3 healthy heroes. Now, it's just his buffs are going to be very dangerous. He can actually take me out very quickly if he plays around with the buffs properly. Thankfully, nothing too crazy right there. We do go... The Yeti does go next, but there really isn't much I can do here. We're kind of blocked. We're going to have to use the Drakeling to hit the Monkey King there. So let's do that. Nice Fireball hitting the Jawsome and the Monkey King right there. That was a pretty good Fireball. I did not plan for that. That was actually pretty lucky, not going to lie. His fire clouds are kind of like out of the way, so that's good for me. We can tank a little bit for this turn, and thankfully he only hits once. And okay, so with the Goblin, we could just hit both these guys, right? I guess we can just lower both of their healths at the same time. Let's do that. We just took out the Monkey King. Let's go. No more fire clouds. Now the Jawsome is still buffed with the Enchantress's ability, but we should be able to win here in the 3v1 situation here, as long as the Jawsome doesn't do anything too crazy. He is going for my Goblin. The Goblin should die here. Goblin is definitely dead, and he is actually going to pull the Yeti right there. Not too bad. All right, so with the Drakeling, I'm not sure if you can double hit the Jawsome like this. Nope, of course not. I really hope that does not cost me the game because that was a very bad play. And the Joseph can actually take out the Drakeling right now. Thankfully, Miss is taking him out fully, but now I do not have a good angle here. We're gonna have to hit it like this, and hopefully the Drakeling makes contact with the Jawsum. Yes. Alright, so we do make contact right there. Barely. But now, if the Drakeling survives, which of course he is going to take him out immediately, we need a double hit with the Yeti here in order to win. We just need a double hit, and it seems like we don't have a good angle here. He could actually beat me if I don't get this double hit here. Let's do that. We got the double hit. All right. He could have actually won if I failed to get the double hit right there, but thankfully we did get the double hit right there. So now we have 4 wins, 2 losses right there. Not terrible right here. Let's continue on. All right, so we have the Enchantress Satyr combo right now. He does have the Thunder Paws with the Sentinel. Interesting combo. He is probably going to just hit the Sentinel here. Just get those laser beams in play. And with my Satyr going next, this is where we can actually start off very strong. He failed to hit everyone. That was very lucky, bro. We're going to buff up the Satyr here, hit the Sentinel. That was very lucky, and we actually buffed up the Barbarian as well. And the Enchantress did a little bit of damage up there. We can actually just hit the Dancing Dragon and the Sentinel using the Satyr's damage, and that will be a lot of damage. But it seems like no, never mind. He's still back in action here. He is going to hit the Satyr, the Enchantress, a couple of times here. Yep, there it is. It also hits the Barbarian, but that's fine. Let's just do this. Hit the Sentinel as well by hitting it like this. There we go. There we go. Nice damage. We just took out the Dancing Dragon. Sentinel is barely alive. Also hitting the Thunder Paws right there. He is going to get those charges from the Thunder Paws. And he is going to get a decent value there. Decent, but nothing too dangerous. Okay. So we can actually just push the Satyr towards the Griffin here. Hit the Thunder Paws with the Archon. Oh, we missed the Archon. We just took out, we took out the Griffin, that's good, but we failed to hit the Thunder Paws. Alright, so, even though, actually, no, let's take out the Sentinel so that way he doesn't play around with the charges. That was not a good play, I would say. We could also hit the Thunder Paws if we do this correctly. Let's do that. And he decides to surrender, but sadly I did miss a hit right there, but it doesn't even matter at that point because we got the win. Alright, so we got 5 wins right there. I'm pretty happy so far, ladies and gentlemen. Even though we lost 3 in a row, we actually won 4 in a row right now. So we're doing pretty good, I would say. Let's continue on. Alright, so for this one, I decided to use the Wombo combo. So we got the Ragnar and the Thunder Paws. We are using the Dancing Dragon and the Griffin together as well. He starts off with the Blaze, but thankfully the Miceman is the one that got the buff. But the Blaze still does decent damage. So let's see what we can do here. Or what he's going to do here. He's going for the double hit on the Ragnar. That's a lot of damage, dude. Alright, so I don't think playing around with the Ragnar's ability right now is going to be ideal. Because we're not going to be able to do damage. We can still play around with the Thunder Paws' ability. Or should we go for the heals? No, this is just very risky all around, man. There really isn't much I can do here. Let's just go for the double hit on the Bomber. There really isn't much I can do here, unfortunately. We don't even get the double hit on the Bomber. We shoot an axe. Actually makes contact with the Miceman. I got very lucky to actually make contact right there. I thought the bouncers was going to, of course, block it. So this is a bad area to use the Ragnar, as you can see, because the bouncers can block. But thankfully, we actually made contact right there. Hits the Dancing Dragon 3 times, bro. At least we can heal up here. And go for the charges with the Thunder Paws. There we go. We did heal up and using the charges. Warlord does get the buff, and it is his turn. So very well played. Or very lucky, I would say. He is going to the Ragnar. He does his only direct damage right now. And we can actually go up and down here to hit the Thunder Paws and the Ragnars. To just go for the abilities here. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad, ladies and gentlemen. We just took out the Miceman and did damage to everyone. So, let's go. Let's see what he does here with the Blaze. Blaze gets the buff. This is not looking too great. But let's see. He is going for the Thunder Paws. Gets a double hit. Burns the Dancing Dragon twice. Very well played, dude. Let's go for the heals. Let's see if we can push it towards the Ragnar. No, we don't. We just got the charge damage, which I guess is fine, but we failed to um, deal direct damage. We just did charge damage, which is barely nothing. So Blaze gets the buff. He is going to take out my Ragnar. No, the Ragnar is actually still alive. Holy dude. We'll use the axe, heal up, get some charges, and that should take out his Blaze, right? Yes, we did take out the Blaze right there. All right. And even we do have 3 heroes very weak, but we do have the Griffin at full health, which can one-shot the Bomber and two-shot the Warlord here. He did just take out my Ragnar, but that's okay. We can just go for the hit and then the charges here. There you go. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our 6th win. Okay, I have no idea how I managed to just pull myself out of the rut and just be able to get 5 wins in a row after losing 3 times in a row right there. We are going to get a rare orb right there, so let's go. Dino, which we don't have max, not even a Yeti. Okay, not a bad orb, obviously. I mean, we have most of the heroes max, but very happy to say that we actually got a few heroes that we don't have max here. We are halfway through, but it is going to be very difficult right now. So let's see if we can actually win a couple more. Let's continue on. Alright, so this time we have like another passive damaging deck as well, but we do have the Druid, the Golem, the Farmer, and the Sentinel to play around with the laser beams. So let's just play around with the Sentinel right there. I should have made contact with the Clawsy right there with the Sentinel, but that's fine. At least we did damage to a couple of heroes right there. He is going for the... He didn't do much. Let's push the Gargoyle towards the Sentinel there. There we go. Get some more damage right there. Not too bad. Not too bad right there. And of course, the Druid and the Farmer just doing direct damage every single time the turn ends. So very happy about that. He gets some echoes on the board. Okay, so that's going to be very unfortunate. And of course, he is constantly healing with the Gargoyle's ability. Let's hit the Sentinel once again. Push it towards the Golem. Get those laser beams, which unfortunately it didn't do that much that time. But I mean, it's only one game here. Get some more echoes. Those elves should not do much other than healing up everyone. Holy guacamole, bruh. What? The deuce. That is unfortunate. The best thing I can do is just hit the Gargoyle 4 times right there. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Okay. Alright, so that was very bad, dude. I mean, he played that very well with those heals. And he's getting some more heals, bruh. I'm not sure if I can do much here with the Sentinel, but let's just do that. Push it towards the Druid and the Gargoyle. We actually make a good amount of damage to the Gargoyle right there. But he is getting so many echoes, bro. Yeah, I don't think we're winning here anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep playing with the Sentinel. That is the best chance that we have. Just keep playing around with the Sentinel right there. I was hoping to do more damage than that, but we did take out his Gargoyle. So at least we finally took out a hero, but he's going to play with the Clawsy, heal up everyone, get an Echo on the board. Oh boy. That's going to be good amount of damage. Great. Should we keep going for the Sentinel? Yeah, let's keep going for the Sentinel, man. Let's just do that. And wow, I probably should have went towards the Clawsy and pushed it towards the Druid. That was a very bad play of mine. I was hoping for more damage, obviously, but of course I failed. He is going for the Clawsy. He actually misses the Clawsy. Just heals up, dude. Holy, dude. The constant heal from the Dancing Dragon is absurd. This will look like, or it does look like this will be my third or technically my 4th and final loss right there. This person is already saying good game. I don't blame him that he thinks that he is going to win right now. He probably will because he keeps constantly healing, so there's really isn't much I can do here. Also makes contact with the freaking Druid, dude. That's absurd. Can we hit the Sentinel towards the Dancing Dragon? Yeah, we do, but again, as always, I expected more, but there really isn't much I could have done there right there. And he is going to take out the Sentinel here, right? No, he's going for the Druid. Yeah, he does go for the Druid. That will take out the Druid. Yep, very well played. Yeah, there really isn't much here. I can probably triple hit the Clawsy if I do this correctly. We actually just took out the Clawsy right there, so I mean that's awesome. 2v2, but eek. This is a loss. He's going for the farmer. Okay, we're still alive here, but I mean, with the Sentinel's turn, not much I could do here. We can probably just double hit the spell wing, but that's all I could have done. And he just needs to hit both heroes once and he'll win. So, ladies and gentlemen, he fails to take out the Sentinel, but it really doesn't matter at this point. We are going to lose here unless he somehow just loses service or whatever, you know? So, let's just do this to hit the Dancing Dragon. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about my cat. He just needs one hit to win. And he completely wastes his turn because he fails to hit me, but I mean, that's fine. It doesn't even matter regardless. So we're still going to lose here. Now he has a direct hit right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our fourth and final loss right there. After losing 3 in a row with only 1 win, I actually got all the way to 6 wins. So I cannot complain that, and this was also luck based because I used different decks every single match, and we actually got pretty far. So I honestly cannot complain about the luck that we had in this run. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please make sure to hit the like button below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. If you guys have any other recommendations I want to see, just let me know down in the comments below. Yes, sir, do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for the continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.